Hello, this is the week second of the year 2023. So I was on a holiday for the first week, so we skipped the first week's news in terms of cybersecurity news as well as the leaks and breaches that happened during the first week of 2023. But this is the news of the week 2 of the year 2023. So the first one is that on January 12, 2023, TrueConnect files notice of data breach that leaked as many as 54,200 consumers' social security numbers that has been posted in jdsupra.com. The other one is coming from Bleeping Computer that is has been published on 12th of January 2023, and according to that, European police takes down call centers behind cryptocurrency scams. The next one is coming from securityaffairs.com on 12th, the same day, 12th of January 2023. So social marketplace trust and use exposes nearly half a million users. The next piece of news coming from infosecurity-magazine.com. It has been published on 12th of January. So according to that, the Guardian confirms UK staff data was accessed in ransomware attack. The next piece of news coming from securityweek.com on 11th of January 23. So cyber incident hits UK Postal Service, holds overseas mail. On the same day, the same site securityweek.com has published this piece of news that 251K impacted by data breach at insurance firm Bay Bridge administrators. Darkreading.com has published a piece of news on 12th of January that cyber attack cancels classes for Des Moines public schools. BankInfoSecurity.com has published this piece of news on 11th of January that Aflac, if I pronounce the name correctly, Zurich policyholders in Japan affected by data leaks. The same site has published another piece of news on 11th of January about The Guardian says hackers access UK employee data. InfoSecurityMagazine.com has published this piece of news on 11th of January that sensitive files from San Francisco Transit Police allegedly leaked. From darknetlive.com, we have that this Frenchman sentenced to prison for money laundering. It has been published on 11th of January 2023, as you can see. Another piece of news comes from securereading.com. On January 10th, it has been published on Facebook to pay $725 million. Wow, this is a huge amount of money. Settlement for security breach. The other piece of news comes from csoonline.com on 10th of January, and according to that, data leak exposes information of 10,000 French social security beneficiaries. The next one comes from the record.media website. So on 10th of January, and according to that, British company that helps make semiconductors hit by cyber incident. The next piece of news comes from again bankinfosecurity.com. It has been published on 10th of January, so these Danish banks are targets of pro-Russian DDoS hacking group. From hacker.com, we have this piece of news that has been published on 10th of January that alleged the insider access to Telegram servers sold on the dark web. From govtech.com, there is this piece of news that San Benito, if I pronounce the name correctly, schools sold computers containing student staff. The other one comes from gadgetsnow.com on 7th of January, and according to that, hackers attacked the telecom office computers with ransomware. From the record media, we have this piece of news on 9th of January that Iran's support of Russia draws attention of pro-Ukraine hackers. SecurityAffairs.com again has published on 9th of January this piece of news that our security released a status report on drug trafficking in the dark web. From the recorded media, there is this piece of news on 9th of January that Serbian government reports massive DDoS attack amid heightened tensions in Balkans. Again, from JDSupra.com, there is this piece of news on 6th of January that British Columbia employer found viciously viciously liable for data breach. On the same day, again from the same source, JD Supra, there's this piece of news that the Robbins and Morton Group files notice of recent data breach compromising thousands of SSNs. Well, again, the same day, same source, JD Supra, on 6th of January, Fitzgibbon Hospital announces data breach. Uh, Again, from this JD Supra on the same day, 6th of January, Wabtec Corporation files notice of data breach leaking vast amount of information. There is this piece of news that has been published on 6th of January from safetydetectives.com that Slack's GitHub code stolen during breach. Again, the same day, 6th of January 2023, there is this piece of news from safetydetectives.com that job applicants fall victim to Five Guy burger chain data breach. The next one comes from darkreading.com on 6th of January. The Advice Society releases info stolen from 14 UK schools, including passport scans. From Darknet Live, we have this piece of news. On 7th of January, that Helix admin's brother stole seized bitcoins. On the same day, 7th of January, from the securityaffairs.com, there's this piece of news that Hive ransomware gang leaked 550 gigabytes stolen from Consulate Healthcare. Again, on 7th of January, there is this piece of news from Cyware that Poland warns about the rise in Russian cyber attacks. Bankinfosecurity.com on 6th of January has published this piece of news that Texas County EMS agency says ransomware breach hit 612,000. From bleepingcomputer.com on 6th of January, there is this piece of news that Chick-fil-A investigates reports of hacked customer accounts. This is somehow interesting when it comes to the air well to yeah, like air fronts and air commutation. So Air France and KLM notify customers of account hacks. On 6th of January, it has been published in bleepingcomputer.com. From Reuters.com, there's this piece of news that on 7th of January has been published, and well, the title is like Exclusive Russian Hackers Targeted US Nuclear Scientists. Last but not least is coming from bankinfosecurity.com on 6th of January that Women's Health Clinic suffers breach in ransomware attack. So thanks for your consideration. This was more or less the news about data breaches and data leaks and cybersecurity incidents that has been spotted in Clearweb during the week 2nd of the year 2023. Bye.